Do you have a small TROY-BILT generator that you've let sit too long and now it doesn't start? In this video, I'll show you how to fix it. Hey everybody, Rudy here from Take a Bath Productions with another video to show you how to fix stuff. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take apart the carburetor on this little small TROY-BILT generator. It's only a 900 watt generator, I believe, and people I got it from have just let it sit way too long. I have a bad feeling about this one, but if I've posted this video, then that means I was successful. This generator has a little 2.5 horsepower, 2.4 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engine, and well, let's take it apart and see what we got. I've already taken the air filter out, so that's why there's no air filter in here. It's a cute little generator. I don't know why they let it sit forever, but I suspect this one has been sitting for 5 years or more. When I took it apart, it was all full of rats' nests and squirrels and cockroaches and all kinds of crap. So I've cleaned it up a lot. I had to take it apart pretty extensively. Normally you would have a fuel line hooked right here with a clamp. I usually just take a pair of pliers and squeeze the clamp, and that's all you have to do on that. That fuel line is all cracked, so I'm going to have to replace the fuel line. Pull this out a little bit and get the throttle out, or the linkage here, right there. And that's it for taking the carburetor off. That's pretty simple. Okay, got the carburetor all reset now. I'm going to take it apart. I forgot to mention earlier that the bolts on the air filter were 10 millimeter, and this one is too at the bottom of the bowl. If your bowl is real stubborn and doesn't want to come off, you might have to take a little screwdriver like this to kind of persuade it to get started. There's no edge to grip a hold of, but this, yeah, you'll put a little mark on the bowl, but who cares? You'll get it off of there. And also, if your gasket is sticking because it's all boogered up inside, you can take a screwdriver and kind of slowly follow it around like this. Just be real patient with it. That way you don't tear it in case it's reusable. That's what I did on this one earlier. So, yep. Looks pretty bad to me. I don't have a lot of hope for this one, but we're going to try anyway. Take this pin out. If you notice one side of the pin, well, you might not be able to see it on the camera, but it's kind of flared like right there, so it only comes out this way, not the other way. If it won't come out like that, you can take a little punch, if you have a small punch, and drive it through. All right, pull this out real slow. This needle only has a little clip on the end of it, so try not to pull on it too hard or you'll bend that clip all up. I'm going to take these jets out of here. Them things are, that should be shiny brass. There's another one on the inside. Get you a screwdriver that fits down through there. There it is. And there's one more in the top, right there. All right, that's about it for disassembling. Okay, let's just get this cleaned up real quick. Basically, I'm just taking carburetor cleaner and spraying it through these little holes. These little holes means any little hole you can find. And you should be wearing some kind of safety glasses when you do that, because you don't want that stuff in your eyes. So this little set here is for cleaning torches and stuff like that. It works perfect on carburetors. Kind of run that through any little hole that you can find. And on this area here, sometimes a steel wool will work. Sorry, I'm kind of far away from the camera, but I don't want any of this sand winding up on my camera. Just kind of, you don't have to kill it. See it? I don't know if you can tell, but it really cleaned it up a lot. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. Let's re-clean everything back up. The sandblasting thing is pretty extreme. You usually don't have to do that except on the really bad ones. But if you do that, don't hold too much sand on there, because you'll pit everything to death. Since this bowl looks so bad and I've already got the sandblasting out, I'm just going to go ahead and do that too, because that just looks like hell to me. So I'm not going to show that part on the camera. You saw what I did with the other thing, just a little zip, zip, zip on the sandblaster. If you don't have a sandblaster, then just use a Brillo and a Dremel tool, and the best way you got to clean it up. It'll still work. I'm just going to use a sandblaster because it's easier. All right, got the bowl cleaned up. That was quite a challenge. It was really nasty. All right, moving on. These little parts here are supposed to be shiny brass. Yours might be. This one is not. So I'm going to use a little wire wheel from a Dremel. Clean it up. If yours wasn't quite that bad, you could skip the step with the Dremel tool and do this step. Run your little torch cleaners through every one of these holes. Take your cleaner. We'll go back through them. Go down through the middle. Do the same thing with the rest of these. Got all the parts cleaned up. I'm just going to put it back together real quick. When you put the needle on there, just slide that clip up right there like that. Just like that. That's all you got to do. Remember, that pin only goes in on one side, so find the side that's got the notches in it and put the other side through. That's it on that. Back in there. Okay, this one goes back in the side. So we're going to try that gasket. This gasket. And by the way, when you put this bottom of the bowl back on, position that screw so that you can get to it with a screwdriver. When you loosen that screw in the wintertime, it'll piss out of the bottom of the bowl through there, and you can empty the bowl out and this won't happen again. All right, I'm going to reassemble this real quick. Make sure you get the linkage back on. Make sure your breather goes into here. If you're using this same generator, a lot of these are going to be variations. All right, that's about it on that. Just put your air filter back, or your air cleaner box back on, and that's it. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Got the covers put back on, test ran, and it seems to be running pretty good. I want to show you that it runs, and also I want to show you how to adjust the voltage. When I got this running, it was about 135 volts. I didn't like that, so I adjusted it down closer to 120. And by the way, I didn't show how to put the covers on and off, because unless you have this exact same generator, it's going to be a little bit different. The covers are pretty easy. The hard part was on the inside. Okay, let's go ahead and fire it up and see what it does. Fuel on, ignition on. As you can see, it's hovering right around 120 volts. Let me turn the light on. I've got a 500 watt load hooked up to it. It dropped down a little bit, but it's still doing pretty good. Okay, I've moved around here to the side of the generator, and I don't know if you can see this on the camera or not because it's kind of dark down in this hole, but there's a Phillips screw right there that's attached to the governor, and when you adjust that screw, it changes the speed. So just hook a meter to it and check your voltage, make sure it's close to 120. Okay, that's about it. I hope this video has helped you. If so, click on the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I come out with videos like this from time to time. Thanks for watching.